You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Now we in this bitch. Now we in this bitch. I know this shit work for sure.
You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Oh, I lived in the hood, ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass. Had a little homies press they ass for your tattoos. Hey, your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braid. Took a 2-man fade. I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right. But I was begging on the plane in the meeting with your mate. They like, poet, oh, you bang?
Fuck that first video.
They forgot where I came from. Bitch. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't play from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So, you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up.
Back on this bitch.
Little dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, bitch. I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Oh, and Swahili, I'm a Damu. My little cousin making power. My nigga Uzi from Fire Loose. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crooks like it's 92. Banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Shout out to the nigga press secretary, Sergeant Mo, who saved me from doing a whole damn video talking about nothing. Go look it out, Sergeant Mo. That's why they call him the nigga press secretary, because he on his damn job. What's up with it, Chad? Let's get up into it, right? Are you ready for church? Are you ready for church? Are you ready for some damn church? Are you ready for Black Rosebud Church? Are you ready to praise the Lord up here? I be telling y'all sometimes I be getting a little religious up in this bitch, right? Sometimes you got to get a little religious up in this bitch, especially when you're dealing with the Democrats, right? And the scum, right? The Democrats, right? The Democratic Party is demonic. They evil, right? They demonic. They always claim they Catholic, but they go against the word of the Lord. Right? These Democrats is evil in so many damn ways, right? They perverted, right? They perverting our kids, right? And that goes against God and everything that God believes in, right? He don't believe in this homophobic shit. He don't believe in this stuff with our kids. He don't believe in none of that. And disclaimer, this is comedy. I'm doing jokes about certain topics, right? So these words is jokes. They're not offending nobody, not offending no group or no anybody like that, right? This is comedy, but I'm bringing up topics that may be talked about on other platforms that people may not like, right? But anyway, but we finna get back, but this is about the Lord. This ain't about transgender. This ain't about gay, LGBT, nothing like that. This is about the Lord. So let me get into this, right? Let me get into what the Lord say about protecting our kids, right? And if you black, you know what church is. You know when they be going to church and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They be getting the sweating and the patting their head and shit, you know what I'm saying? And all that, like, we been go to church up in this bitch, right? We been go to church. I'll let y'all get back to y'all football game, because I gonna get back to mine. I got like 2 more videos to drop today. But we going to church up in this bitch. Can I get a MAGA man up in this bitch? Can I get a MAGA man up in this bitch, right? Because we damn sure can't do no Democrats, man. Hopefully it ain't no Democrats, man, up in here, because we don't want to offend nobody with the transgender shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you are liberal and you're offended by transgenders or things about gay people and stuff of that nature, you might want to change right now, because this is the channel right now for the Lord, right? Let's get into it.
Right now, there are young people sitting in their bedroom, doors closed, silent, scrolling through social media, staring at the ceiling, wondering if they'll ever be loved.
Why don't they stare at a book and wonder will they ever be successful? What the fuck they doing staring at walls? Right? They can be staring at a book. They can be on the computer. They can be doing all kind of shit. What the fuck are they doing staring at a wall? That's not society's fault. That's the parents' fault. Put a book in their damn hand and stop having them staring at the damn wall. An idle mind, you know what I'm saying, is what they say is a terrible thing to waste or some shit like that. It's one of them, but you can't do that in the house of the Lord. You must put something in them kids' head, you know what I'm saying, especially the word of the Lord, right? Put the word of the Lord in the kids' head, right? And then he wouldn't be wondering and looking at walls. He'd be wondering and looking at heaven. He'd be looking up to the Lord and thanking him for what he is and what he got and the breath he breathed and stuff like that and the blessings he got. Thank the Lord. Don't be looking at no damn wall.
Ever married?
Why they want to worry about ever married? That shouldn't be on their damn playlist, right? That ever married. That shouldn't be on their playlist, right? Right? It says right here, see that you do not despise one of these little ones. For I tell you that in heaven, their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. So don't despise these little ones. What is the Democrats doing? They despising our little ones. They are perverts. They're despising our little ones, exposing them to sexuality.
Angry parents protesting over this virtual flyer advertising a Halloween drag show.
Halloween drag show, right? Halloween drag show. You can't have no Halloween drag show in the house of the Lord. You can't do that. You can't expose these kids to a Halloween drag show. A school is a house of the Lord because it's a house of the innocent. You're supposed to protect the innocent. Why are you putting drag shows in the house of the Lord? Don't do that to the kids, huh? Halloween drag show. Why you can't just have a regular Halloween party? We've been having regular Halloween parties for the last 200 years. Now y'all motherfuckers want to do some other shit. Huh? Stop despising the kids. And MAGA name. MAGA name. That's not blasphemy.
Was sent by a North County school district to parents, letting them know about a non-school event happening in Hillcrest.
Why did you send it to the school platform, letting them know about the sexualization of kids? Let me go back. I'm supposed to go back. Let me go back. I'm going too far. I paused that pause there, like right here, right? When they was talking about the sexuality of kids, right? When they was talking about the sexuality of kids, right? It says right here, and I said to them, whoever receives this child, these children, these precious gifts of the Lord in my name, receives me. And whoever receives me, you know who else they receive, right? And if they receive me, they receive him who sent me. For he who is the least among you, or you all, is the one who is great. The least, the children are the ones that are great. Why is you depriving them of their greatness? You're depriving them of their greatness, of their chance to grow and be, right? Not whatever they want to be, but whoever they want to be, right? Because you can't be a whatever, because if you're a man and you want to be a girl, that's a whatever. But if you're a man and you want to be a better man, that's a whoever. Don't, oh, somebody gave me a donation. Who gave me a donation? Oh, Miss Coco. Cash App coming soon. You better let the Lord use you. Thank the Lord for Miss Coco. Miss Coco. Hey, Miss Coco, you saw that shit I put on Instagram? I know Miss Coco. Miss Coco, stay. You ought to go to Miss Coco Instagram. She be having shit on Joe Biden 24/7. If you want to ever see some funny shit on Instagram, go to Miss Coco page. I'm telling you, she put up shit every damn day. Miss Coco put up more shit than me. If you ever want to go to see, hey, matter of fact, put your Instagram on here, Miss Coco, and tell them to go to your page. If they ever they going through some shit, they want to get cheered up, they want to see some funny shit, they want to get a good meme or some shit like that, go to Miss Coco page. Put your Instagram up. It's some funny shit, believe me, right? But Miss Coco, whoever receives him who sent me, right? Receives him who sent me. They all are great. But the Democrats say like they all are, right? They all are sensual. They all are sexual. They're not great, right? We want to turn them into some sexual objects, right? That's what the Democrats say. That's what Democrats
Regarding
say.
the Florida bill, in 1994, when many of us in this room were in school, President Biden actually voted for a much broader restriction that banned federal funds from being used for, quote, the promotion of homosexuality as a possible.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Joe Biden used to ban things that ban homosexuality promotion to kids? What happened to the old Joe Biden? Why Joe Biden ain't seen the light no more? Oh, Joe Biden done went to the dark side. He not seeing the light no more. Joe Biden used to be against this abomination. He used to be against these things, but now he's for it. What's the switch, Joe Biden? What happened all of a sudden? Why you go from the house of the Lord to the house of the abomination? Can I get a MAGA man up in this bitch? MAGA man. Why is they doing this, man? Why are they doing this to the kids? You know the bill. Joe Biden used to be with it. Why he not with it no more? Why he changed his mind on homosexuality promotion towards kids? He know it's wrong. In his heart, he know it's wrong. But in his pants and his brain, he wish it wasn't. Ha! Whoa, Joe Biden. You crooked son of a bitch.
Lifestyle alternative. Why did he do that? And can you describe how his thinking has evolved over the years?
Yeah, we can describe how his thinking evolved over the years. He became a child predator over the damn years. Hey, can I get a MAGA man? He went from a child protector to a child predator. How in the hell did that happen? He wasn't hugging and kissing little kids back in the days. He kissed them on the back of the neck. He just started this shit, right? Oh, man. Why he put a pedophile judge on the Supreme Court that's like on pedophilia? Oh, hell no. Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. Oh, I got another donation. Who this donation from right here? Blue Sky Mom. I've been wanting to give you a donation for a while. Finally getting paid tomorrow. Oh, shit. MAGA man up in this bitch. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. What's that, Blue Sky? Blue Sky's mom? Thank you for the donation. Lord, the MAGA will bless you. The MAGA man will bless you. Right? I'm going to send my MAGA blessings to you today. Right? But look at this, right? If you look up, wait a minute. How you translate to, let me see. Balenciaga, right? Let me see. Balenciaga. Let me see where we at. Where we at right here? Joe Biden kisses kids. Now we're going to erase that, right? We're going to go erase that. We're going to go to Balance. Wait. Balance. See. What is it? Aga, right? Balenciaga, right? Wait. Balenciaga, right? We got to translate that. We want to translate that. Wait. I put the wrong thing. Balenciaga, right? Balenciaga. Balenciaga, right? I want to translate that. Can I translate Balenciaga? How you translate this? Can I translate Balenciaga? If you translate a word, how I translate? I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to go shop. I want to translate it. Can I translate? That's what I want to do. What to translate at? What to translate? Translate. Why did not let me translate? Okay, they're not letting me translate, right? Balenciaga, right? If you look up Balenciaga in another language, it means do what you want, right? Why do you think their pictures was too horrible to put up on the screen, right? Balenciaga translated, like, let me see, translated. They're not gonna let me translate it, right? But if you look it up, translate it to I think it's Latin or something, or something like that, right? It says do what you want, right? Why you think the little kids, right, is putting up all them sexual positions with teddy bears and submission chains, right? You know what I'm saying? All this so sexualizing kids. It's because Balenciaga do what you want. They promote kid pedophilia, right? Go look at that shit. It's too much video. I mean, the videos are too graphic, right? If it was another day and I was working with one strike, I put it up and I risk, you know what I'm saying, getting another strike, you know what I'm saying, because it's up on YouTube, right? But if I put it up, they probably strike me, right? But tomorrow, right, I'll be one down or one strike, and I can, you know, flirt a little bit more with the channel, right? You know what I'm saying? On another channel, I probably put it up. But it was all kind of homosexuality thing aimed towards the kids, right? Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it, right? You can't change, right? When you try to change a kid to something else, right? What happens when he changes his mind and want to be something else or want to go back to what he was? But if you train a child in the way he should go from the beginning as a man, he would never stray from that. He would never. But you can't train a child as a boy to be a girl because he's straying away already. It's uncomfortable. It's unnatural. It's unnatural in the eyes of the Lord. Don't ask me. It's the Lord's word. It's not my word. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to go after nobody or nothing like that. It's not my word. It's the Lord's word. Huh? It's the Lord's word, damn it. All right, let's get into it.
My message to all the young people, just be you. You are loved.
What? Just be you? The Lord say, just be you, but not in the way you want these kids to be, because you don't want the kids to be them. You want them to be somebody else. You want them to be a whole nother sex, a whole nother pronoun, a whole nother human being, right? It says right here in the Bible, when you make the foundation of your child in the word of God, trust me, it will never fall. Even it helps others to stand firmly in your surroundings, right? But we're not raising our kids up to believe in God. We're raising them up to disrespect God, right? Saying God made a mistake. God must have made me something else. God, I don't believe in God because God is not all holy. People don't believe in God no more because they believe in different things and different teachings and different sayings and different quotes. They don't believe in the Lord no more because they believe in the Lord. They believe the Lord don't make mistakes. Everybody is perfect. Everybody is perfect, right? You ever saw a mentally challenged person that's mentally challenged, right? You ever see them angry? You ever see them mad? You ever see them with attitude? They don't have the ability to get mad because they just a soul, they just a spirit. Their brain ain't really there. So they don't know the everything things about harm and danger, right? They can't comprehend that. That's why you got to protect the fools. It says it in the Bible. Protect the fools because they know no better, right? You're supposed to protect them because they're precious, right? So when the kid come here, right? And something happens, you say, oh, this kid is messed up. Oh, this kid is this kid is that. Not in God's eyes. That's one of God's so-called fools. And he's here to love. That person can't be mad. All you can do is love that kid. You gotta love that kid because he don't know nothing else but love. You show that kid anger, he's not gonna understand that. That kid was put here out of pure love. That kid never get angry. You treat him right, he'll always smile. You treat her right, she'll always laugh. Huh? Because she was put here by the Lord. But you reject these kids in the eyes of the Lord. Who's that? DP? I know DP is with me. DP, is it with me? Can I get a MAGA man? DP, can I get a MAGA man? DP always with me. But don't do that to the kids. Now, you're fucking up their surroundings because now they're surrounded like, oh, my society don't accept me. The environment don't accept me. They don't accept me because it's not in God's plan. God said you got to stand in the eyes of him. And then your surroundings will be all right. It will be firm because you're standing as a man or as a boy. Guess what? Your surroundings will be firm because wouldn't nobody be denying or doubting who you are. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, I think that you have seen the president speak passionately about his view that a bill like this, a bill that would discriminate against families, against kids, put these kids in a position of not getting the support they need.
The support they need. And he said to his disciple, temptations to sin are sure to come, but woe to the one through whom they come. It would be better for him, when they say him, they're talking about Joe Biden, right? If a milestone were hung around his neck and he were cast into the sea, then that he should cause one of these little kids to sin. And causing one of these little kids to sin is allowing a little kid to get a sex change, allowing a little kid to get mutilated, allowing a little kid to be a sex object, allowing little kids to be sex slaves, allowing kids to stray away from the Lord. Can I get a MAGA man up in this bench? Can I get a
Now, the very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters, no serious guys who are 30.
Wait a minute, Joe Biden. Why you didn't tell that little girl? Wait, you know what I tell my granddaughters? Get in touch and get closer with the Lord. You're supposed to be a devout Catholic, and you sitting up here talking about dating all the time. You tell these kids don't date till they're 30. Why don't you tell them to get into the Bible? Why don't you tell them to go to church? Why don't you tell them to get closer to the Lord? Instead of worrying about some dick and some pussy. Huh? These little kids shouldn't be worried about nothing till they're 30, but the Lord in school. Huh? That's the only thing they're supposed to be worried about. Why don't you preach them that, Joe Biden? Preach them the Lord. They'll be waiting for them. But you don't want to show that. Don't be fucking until you're 30. Don't be giving away that coochie unless it's to me until you're 30. Remember you told that other girl in the thing, I was 30 and she was 12. You know what I'm saying? If she know me, she helped me out. Wait a minute. Why you always got this 30-year-old time limit, right? Why you got this 30-year-old time limit, Joe Biden? Huh? You done upped your age bracket, your age restriction from 18 to 30? 31 is too old right now because your ass gonna hit 80. You got a 50-year gap period of age, right? But the Lord don't respect this, Joe Biden.
No what? No serious guys till you're 30.
Don't keep that in mind. At least.
The Lord said, if you want to give a true life to your children, then feed them with the word of God. They will never set back in their life. Why are you telling them about dick, Joe Biden, and not God? Huh? You're supposed to be telling them about the Lord. You're telling them about dick. And don't be giving away that twat. That is not the way of the Catholic Church, Joe Biden. That is the ways of the devil and the satanic temple of Satan worshipers and Scientology.
At a time where that's exactly what they need is discriminatory. It's a form of bullying. It is horrific.
Bitch, who bullying? Right? Ain't nobody bullying. But also, right, you can read this right. Matthew 18, verse 6 say, but who shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, that believe in the Lord, not me. They don't have to believe in me, right? They don't have to believe in MAGA. They got to believe in the Lord, right? Right? In me. It would be better for them. We already done that. And throw his ass in the sea. Joe Biden to throw his ass in the sea. If you want to know that, right? Quote Matthew 18:6, right? Put it on the shirt. Joe Biden, Matthew 18.6. Throw his ass in the lake for harming these kids. Get him up out of here.
You are heard. You are understood. You do belong.
I mean, the president has spoken to that. In terms of his views and comments from 25 years ago, I think the most important question now is why are Florida leaders deciding they need to discriminate against kids who are members of the LGBTQI community? What prompts them to do that?
Right? They're trying to put it on that, right? For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest. Neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad, right? So you trying to keep this sexual perversion of kids a secret? It's starting to come to light. Drag shows, LBC community, right? You're starting to tell people they're going to kill themselves if they don't get their rights, or we're causing them harm, we're bullying them if we don't support them, right? We transgender, we're against kids, right? What you don't like trans kids, you're trying to put it on us. That's the secret, right? The secret is you really want to sexualize these kids, but it's coming to light and you're being exposed. Drag queen story hours, sexualized in books, sexualized on Instagram, sexualized on Snapchat. Look at Snapchat, all these little kids dancing and twerking and all that, and all the mothers and stuff like, here, look at my daughter shake her ass. And matter of fact, I'm gonna shake my ass with my daughter. Huh? China love that on TikTok. You don't think China is look at these motherfuckers sending us sex video. We finna sexualize these damn kids, right? You want to go and see some little kids dance and twerk and do all this shit and some neck? Go to TikTok, right? It's one of the most perverted places on the face of the earth. TikTok, where you can watch little kids strip damn near. Oh, let's go. It's demonic. It's demonic.
And I want you to know that as your president, all of us on this stage have your back.
Is it meanness? Is it wanting to make kids have more difficult times in school in their communities?
You hear that? Is it meanness? Is it because we want kids to have more difficult times in the school? You see how they try to put the devil's work on us? You see how they trying to make us seem like we the devil? Like we the ones that's not protecting kids, like we the one hate kids, like we the one that's mutilating kids, right? Like we the one that's causing these kids mental health problems and stuff like that. They blame it on us. It's us for wanting to get these kids closer to the Lord. It's us for wanting to get these kids a better education. It's us for wanting to protect these kids from mutilation and possible psychological damage, right, in the future, because they don't know who they are and they want to go back to who they was because their parents didn't teach them, right? It's us got to deal with this shit. It's not you sons of bitches, but it's us who you're saying are the evil ones. It's us who you say are harming these kids. Well, we don't want to see little kids' breasts and balls get cut off, right? That's harming a kid. That's harming a kid way worse than say, hey, you should be a little boy and you should go to school instead of concentrate on changing your wee-wee. That is not harming a kid. That is uplifting a kid. We shouldn't say, hey, how is believe in the Lord and the Lord made you who you was? How is that damaging a kid? But in the eyes of the Democrats, that is.
I would pose that question to them, and we can talk about it more tomorrow if you get an answer.
The president used his radio address yesterday.
Wait a minute. You mean the same Barack Obama? I mean, you mean the same Joe Biden that didn't give a damn about gay marriage is all of a sudden promoting gay marriage now?
Today and tomorrow in the Rose Garden to talk about a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage.
Was there a reason you supported the same policy, though, in the 90s when we were all in school?
I think what's important to note here is how outspoken the president has been against discrimination.
Disturbed by this televised nuzzle from former Vice President Joe Biden in 2015.
There was a huge bank of cameras, about 50. And Joe, who knows her, leaned forward and whispered some encouragement, telling her that she was doing great, that she looked wonderful.
She looked very uncomfortable. She looked very uncomfortable, right? And in the eyes of the Lord, this is not acceptable. You cannot be kissing and molesting little kids in front of the cameras like that, like it's okay, right? This something shouldn't even be done in private, let alone in public, right? You shouldn't kiss a little kid like this in private, right? And when you're with the kid's parents in a setting, right, where you feel comfortable, right? And you damn sure shouldn't kiss a kid like that in public, making it seem this acceptable to be kissing on little girls and holding them by the back. The Lord doesn't accept that because that is a Lord's child. You see how she was uncomfortable? Then what the daddy say, we don't know what kind of freaky shit the daddy is on, right? He's a Democrat. We don't know if he will give his daughter up for the ultimate cause or not. We're not trusting that because we have Joe Biden rubbing on people wives from the back, and we got him rubbing on people kids from the back, right? So that's two, right? That's two no-nos. Somebody's wife and somebody's daughter in front of them. I wish a nigga would, Miss Coco.
Against kids, against members of the LGBTQI plus community. And what we're looking at here is a bill that would propagate misinformed, hateful policies and impact children.
Misinformed, hateful policies that will impact children, right? Well, if you switch it the other way around, right, you're going to have a policy, right, that if somebody says something against them children, now they're going to be discriminative, right? So what you're doing is, all you're doing is switching the roles, right? You're saying you can't, right? We're going to say that you can't discriminate. We're going to end discrimination by making this a group, right? And if you discriminate on them, then you discriminate. Now you're the discriminator, because now there's a protected group. You see how that works, right? We're going to turn this person into a whole different fraction, right? And saying you're discriminating on this person by not accepting what they are. And if you don't accept who they are, then you're the criminal. Then you're the transphobic. Then you're the one that's not in the eyes of the Lord, watching out for the innocent, God's children. You are the sick one. You see how they flipping that? If they're going to pass a policy, right? They're going to say, well, this policy for protecting kids against homosexuality is wrong, right? So you protecting straight kids with this policy. We need to protect the trans kids. So when we protect these trans kids, these straight kids policy don't work, because now they are transphobic. They are aggressive. They are, or you can possibly send these kids to kick these kids out of school for hate crimes, or send them to jail for hate crimes. It was all kind of lawsuits about stuff like that in Texas and Florida, right? Because kids was getting called the wrong pronoun because other kids didn't know no better, and they was getting sued and jailed and kicked out of school for sexual harassment. You Google it. Google it. Kids getting kicked out of school for sexual harassment because they don't know what a kid pronoun is. And then you got people like this in the White House who Joe Biden promoting. Joe Biden once said he don't agree with homosexuality, but now Joe Biden is on TV and have other little people like this, right, getting up here talking about the LGBTQ cause, right? It becomes right. At first, it was not shunned upon, but it was like kept. Like, okay, you do your thing in your community, but leave our kids alone, right? Now you're mixing both of them together. You're mixing homosexuality with the kids. That is wrong, and not by me, in the eyes of the Lord.
To all the supportive parents, youth activists, teachers, and allies, I'm proud to stand here today with you.
So that's the question. I hope maybe you can pose that to some of the leaders in Florida. Maybe they'll return your phone calls, and I'll look forward to having that conversation with you.
And with a true leader.
And a true pedophile, right? Because remember, Joe Biden didn't believe in that at first. Why his views changed on homosexuality? I'm telling you, it's not because his views changed. It's because the group, right, changed, right? They're more open with their homosexuality, with their pedophilia, right? They're not hiding it anymore. They're open. And people don't see that. They're no longer in the closet. They're no longer hiding it. They're no longer hiding that they want to sexualize little kids. They're no longer hiding they want to, mess with little kids. They're no longer hiding it. What's next? Think about it. What's next? Right? You always got to think, right? If it's going this far, you got to think, what's next? Okay, then what's next? If we let this go, then what's next? Right? Then we let that go, then what's next? It's always a what's next. Right? Because we thought what's next was going to stop a long time ago. I remember LGB, it was just 3 letters. Then what's next? Oh, we added T. Then what's next? Oh, we added G. Then what's next? Oh, we added Q. Right? Like, I remember it's 3 letters. LBG. 3 letters. I remember it was just, a couple of pronouns. Now we got 63. Right? When does it stop? It's always going to be what next? If it don't stop, if it's no way to stop this thing, ain't nobody stopping it, and everybody letting it go, and it's getting pushed further and further and further. You know what I'm saying? To men taking women's scholarships in sports, men breaking records in Olympics and all kind of shit. What's next? Little kids being able to dance in strip clubs, transgenders able to twerk in kids' school and libraries. What's next? having LBG seminars inside of the church, right? With gay shows, you know what I'm saying? Mocking Christmas. What's next? Nobody asking that. Nobody's asking what's next. We give you this, then what's next? Remember, Joe Biden was against what's next, but now he done turned his faith away from the Lord. He turned to play.
And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else.
A leader who is not just speaking up for us, but standing up for us with action against these extreme attacks.
I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that.
While the governor of my state has turned his back on young LGBTQ plus people and our families, I'm proud to stand here today with a leader who does have our back.
Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment?
Today, I'm about to sign an executive order that directs key federal agencies to protect our communities from those hateful attacks.
Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
In advance.
Yeah, Joe. What is the game going on here, right? You used to be for a man and a woman. Now you for man and man, woman and woman, man and dog and the cat and feces and fish. You with everything, Joe. You with motherfuckers marrying monkeys, right? You with everything, Joe Biden. That's not right in the house of the Lord. When did your faith change, Joe? When did you lose your faith in the Lord? When did you lose that guidance? When did you lose the light? When did you stop believing in the Lord? When did you stop believing in the word? Joe Biden. Can I get a MAGA man up in this bitch? Huh? When did Joe Biden stop believing in the word? MAGA man up in this bitch.
Equality for families. No one knows better than the people in this room. We have a lot more work to do.
Do you support gay marriage?
No. Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage.
Now you support anything gay. Anything gay gonna come across your desk. Gay hate bill, gay kids in school, gay books, gay read. Oh, I got a cash app. Who sent me a cash app in the name of the Lord? David Tillman. In the name of the Lord, David Tillman. MAGA gonna bless you. I'm gonna send my MAGA down. Blessings on you, MAGA. We're gonna say something for David Tillman, who's a consistent and constant supporter, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna say this. MAGA, you know what I'm saying? We're going to send blessings, you know what I'm saying, to David Tillman and all his MAGA family, right? We want to send your MAGA love. We want to send your MAGA blessings. You know what I'm saying? We want you to bless his everything. We want you to bless the food that he eat. We want you to bless the car that he drive. We want you to keep all them liberals out of his life. We want you to keep him from stalking them. We want you to keep all them liberals from hating on David. We want you to keep all these liberals out of his damn business. And trying to take away his free speech, trying to take away his Second Amendment, Lord. We need you to send your MAGA blessings to David Tillman. You're looking out, David Tillman. Your blessings is on the way. Huh? The MAGA man told me your blessings are on the way, either in the form of a mail or a text or some shit like that, right? But you're going to get some blessings real soon. Somebody's going to bless you, David. Let's get back to it. Because Joe Biden don't believe in the Lord. And that is wrong.
We do not support that. A lot more work to do. I don't have to tell you about the ultra MAGA agenda attacking families and our freedoms.
You hear that? Betty Boop, I must tell you about the MAGA agenda. The MAGA agenda is to bless people like Betty Boop. Betty Boop sent my blessings. She sent her blessing to me. Well, Miss Betty Boop, I'm sending my blessings back to you. Because you've been on here a long time. You've been on here laughing for a long time. You've been laughing at these liberals' sick ways. You've been laughing at these demonic ass liberals doing this demonic ass shit. You've been laughing at fentanyl Floyd. You've been laughing at gay ass Jussie Smollett. You've been on here laughing at Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. You've been laughing at all these liberals for a long time, right? You have come a long way. You have come a long way with this laughter. You have come a long way with these jokes, Miss Betty Boo. And now we're going to send our blessings to you because you have a long journey, Miss Betty Boo. But you're here and you're still here and you've been here. So we're going to send our blessings to you. Can we get a MAGA man? Thank you, Miss Betty Boo, for being here for a long, long time. And you're going to be here for a long, long, long more time. The MAGA man told me.
300 discriminatory bills introduced in states across this country.
Well, I think the country's evolving, and I think there's an inevitability for a national consensus on gay marriage.
Now all of a sudden he changes his mind. The world is changing. The society is changing, right? No, your perverted ways have started to come to the light. They used to be kept in the dark. You just keep it in basements. Y'all used to have little seances in parks and stuff like that. I had videos of that when I was doing Illuminati study and shit. Out there, I forgot what it was, somewhere in California, right? I think it was probably in Frisco, right? They used to come out there with the sheeps and the fires and shit like that. It was hidden camera footage on that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? They used to come out naked and stuff like that. Had little kids around the fire and stuff like that. They don't put stuff like that on YouTube no more, right? Back in the day, they exposed all that shit. I had videotapes and VHS tapes of that shit, right? I was deep into that Illuminati shit. Y'all had secret this and secret that. Y'all don't need to do that shit no more. Huh? They had secret initiations and shit like that. They exposed all that shit, right? It was a David Icke tape long time ago. Children of the Matrix, right? You know what I'm saying? I was on that, right? It was exposing all that shit, right? So, but now they don't do that no more. They had a secret, right? And then Jesse Ventura, he had a show, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what it was called, but he's exposed shit too, right? And they took his ass off. Right? But there's a lot of people exposing the Illuminati and stuff like that. They don't expose them no more because y'all made it look foolish. Oh, this shit is foolish. Ain't nobody doing that. You mean to tell me there's no more lead? There's no more Illuminati? There's no more people running around worshiping the devil and sacrificing kids and having secret cults, right? Ain't no more skull and bones, right? Right? Ask the Democrat way. Ask Joe Biden. Matter of fact, let me see. Ask Joe Bush, right? George Bush about skull and bones. Ask George Bush about George Bush. George Bush said George back. George Bush, damn it, Bush asked about skull and bones. About, was it him? About skull and bones, right? And bones. Is that it? Joe Biden asked George Bush, hold on. Here we go right here. Skull and bones. Which one was it? It was this one?
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
What?
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
wild.
sure they are.
You damn right. I told you I was into this shit, right? What happened to the Skull and Bones? Ain't no more Skull and Bones? Ain't no more secret societies? Huh? You mean to tell me Barack Obama ain't in Skull and Bones? What happened to the perverts, y'all? Wait, we're going to play it again.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
wild.
sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322.
First of all, he's not the nominee, and look, I look forward.
Are you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? I wish there were something secret I could manifest. 322, secret number? There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it. And we'll be watching. Be safe on the camera.
It's so secret we can't even talk about it. You mean John Kerry and George Bush and Barack Obama in the same secret society? I don't want to I don't want to gossip, but you ain't heard that shit from me. You ain't saw that shit on this channel. Don't tell nobody you saw that shit on this channel. They come to this channel. Like, what do you mean George Bush, Barack Obama, and John Kerry in the same shit? Why you think I knew Barack Obama was going to be president in 1999 when I was telling motherfuckers? He was in the Skull and Bones. He was under George Bush. I was been telling. I wish I knew you son of a bitch in 1989. I mean, 1999, when I first was talking about this shit, everybody thought I was crazy. I like, it's a nigga, but they gonna call from Chicago. They grooming his ass right now. He under the Skull and Bones. You know what I'm saying? They grooming his ass. That's why George Bush like, hey, I know I'm gonna be president. It was already set up. It was already set up. Why you think Donald Trump, right? And I probably should do that video tonight, right? Donald Trump destroyed the establishment Republican. I ought to do that video tonight. Let's go with this video, right? I ought to do that tonight for y'all, right? But if somebody told you ain't heard that shit from me, don't say you got that shit from this channel. They was the Skull and Bone. It's so secret, we can't tell nobody. You motherfucker. It's all kind of video with people like, when reporters used to be reporters like, hey, ain't y'all from the Skull and Bones? I can't talk about that. Wait a minute. Ain't y'all running against each other? Huh? What's up with this? What happened to the meetings? What happened to the fires? What happened to the sacrifice? What happened to the initiations? What happened to the truth? What happened to what happened? What happened to all of that? They done broke it up? You fools!
That is my view.
This is harming children. This is harming queer children.
Nigga, you harming children. Making them thinking this shit is all right. This is harming children. Making them, if you becoming a role model to somebody and fucking with their brain, you harming kids because you're not preaching to kids to come close to a God. You telling them to watch that little nigga Lil Nas, right? I bet you got Lil Nas in your damn playlist. You got all Lil Nas and Elton John records, right? Come on, you can't be. This shit is sick.
Children.
In Texas, knocking on front doors to harass and investigate parents who are raising transgender children.
You are attacking LGBTQ students.
They need to come out with cops like that, or cheaters or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or how to catch a kid, a parent pedophile, right? You know what I'm saying? Like set up a you know, they can set up a operation, right? You know, be talking on the computer to him and shit. Like, yeah, come on down here and get your kid mutilated, right? We ain't gonna charge you shit, right? You know, come on down here, right? We got the medical plan. The Democrats been playing for it, right? You know, and shit like that. Come on down, right? And then when they come down to get the kid mutilated, right? They have a nigga like me come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, did you know this is a operating room to cut off kids' dicks and little girls' breasts? Like, yeah. Were you planning on cutting your son dick off? Yeah, well, what is this? Do you know that's illegal to cut your son dick off? Or your daughter's breast? Get this bitch up out of here. They need somebody like me to come out there, huh? How to catch a pedophile. Have me on the first 48, huh? Interviewing the parents. Okay, so what you're saying is you didn't try to get your son's dick cut off. No, I was just teaching them how to be. No, right? That's a damn lie because we got you on video right here at the damn Drag Queen Story Hour filling out an application for your son to be part of the damn group, and he only 12. Huh? You know what, bitch? Lock her up. They need something like that. They need the transsexual cops, like nigga like me doing stakeouts on parents and shit. Like, yeah, he's taking the little boy to the kids. He's taking the little boy to the girls section. Let's move in, fellas. Move in. Get him. Lady, you are under arrest for what? For trying to sexualize your little damn kid. Get your ass in the back seat. We need to come out with some shows. Bad boys. What you gonna do? Oh, we got to come out with a new song. Real boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the transgenders come for you? Trans. Don't be one. These are jokes, YouTube. These are jokes.
But this is the president's policy, and but it is evolving. I think the country's evolving.
Has President Obama just been handed a new political headache by the man he shares the ticket with? In a Weekend TV interview, Vice President Biden declared he's absolutely comfortable with men marrying men and women marrying women.
In Florida, going after Mickey Mouse, for God's sake.
The president has been walking a fine line on this issue. loudly cheering increasing acceptance of gay couples, but studiously avoiding an outright endorsement of gay marriage that could trigger a stampede by anti-gay rights voters at the polls.
No, but think about this. All of you in this room know better than anyone that these attacks are real and consequential for real families.
It is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
Barack Obama let Joe Biden change his mind, or was it Barack Obama's idea first, and he told Joe Biden to test the waters out so he can confirm this shit? Go ahead and test the waters out. You my test dummy. Go ahead and do the shit. Go ahead and do the shit. Huh? Oh, now I'm with gay marriage, and I'm gonna paint the White House gay. Let's think about this. For somebody to be not anti-gay, right? But whatever you want to call it, right? You know what I'm saying? A constitutional right. For somebody to be that, right? How all of a sudden you're not with it, and in less than 4 years, you pass more homosexual laws. I don't want to say homosexual laws, right? More gay rights laws than anybody in history in their whole presidency, right? In 2 years. Gays in the bathroom, gays in the military, gays in sports. You know what I'm saying? Gays, all kind of gays in whatever you want to call it, right? Gay rights, painting the gay White House gay, right? Gay hate bills, right? You have done gay medical treatments, right? You have done more for the gay community in 2 years than most presidents done in 8. Huh? Obama, you done that, nigga.
Should be able to affirm that same-sex couples should be able to get married. President Obama making a historic statement here today.
I'm fighting for the next little Javier.
Huh? Ain't that a bitch? Well, I'm fighting for the next little Leroy. I'm fighting for the next little Pookie. You fight for Javier, nigga. I'm fighting for Pookie. Sergeant Mo, we fight for Pookie. Huh? Miss Coco fight for Keisha. She ain't fighting for no fucking Shay Shay. Me and Sergeant Mo ain't fighting for no damn cupcake. We fight for Carl and David and Tyrone. Huh? We not fighting for no damn candy. Huh? Fuck, we want to fight for somebody, a nigga want to be named Candy. We didn't go to the place for that. Me and Sergeant Mo didn't fight for freedom, right? So our little kids can be running. Well, Sergeant Mo fought for a little more freedom than I did. That nigga got the uniforms. I just went to the event. This nigga got the uniforms. So, well, he didn't fight for this country for a motherfucker Kevin to be running around being named Keisha or Shay Shay. Huh? He didn't put on a uniform for that shit. We didn't go to the that building. The fight for them rights, we went to fight for American rights. He went a little further than me, but we met at the same place. But we went to fight for American rights, damn it.
So he doesn't have to cry himself to sleep every night, aching that he wakes up normal.
Angry parents protesting over this virtual flyer advertising a Halloween drag show. It was sent by a North County school district to parents, letting them know about a non-school event happening in Hillcrest. Some parents...
Sergeant say, nigga, that's my daughter's name. Nigga, I'm not going to call you. Hey, like, Sergeant Mo, you can imagine, like, hey, you be like, come here, cupcake, right? And little boy come to you like, what you want? Like, nigga, get away from, I'm talking to my daughter. Nigga, if you don't get your grown ass away from me, nigga, come here, cupcake. Yeah, what's up? Like, little kid, I was talking to my daughter. I was spank the shit out of your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your name is not Cupcake. It's Kevin. It's not Cupcake. Kevin. Nigga. Cupcake is my daughter, nigga, sweetie, and all that. Everything sweet, sugary, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's my daughter, nigga. It's not you, Kevin.
Parents say the district shouldn't have mentioned it.
As parents, residents, and community stakeholders sounded off on LGBTQ books in the district's library system.
A few dozen parents rallied outside the district offices. Tuesday night, they took their concerns to the Encinitas School Board.
Our message is very clear. Stop sexualizing our kids.
Criticism of age-inappropriate content is not criticism of the LGBT community.
We don't want strip shows. We don't want drag shows. And definitely not sent out inviting the parents and kids in our district.
Right? Because, right? But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexual immorals, right? Who's the sexually immoral, right? Who's the sexually immoral? Somebody stripping and twerking in front of our kids and sexualizing our kids, that is sexually immoral. Those who practice magical art, what is drag? Drag is a magical art. It's mystifying, right? Oh, look at me. I'm this, but I'm not really this. I'm really that. I'm not really that, but I can be this also. I can be anything I want, right? Magical arts. The idlers and all liars. They're liars. You're not a woman, you're a man. They will be consigned to a fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. Well, you're going to hell in a handbasket. Whoever believes in that shit is sexualizing the kid, you going to hell. Revelation 21:8. Put it on a shirt. Democrats should read 21, Revelation 21, chapter 8, right? Put it on a shirt. So next time Democrats say, why you don't support the Democratic Party? Hey, look, bitch, right? I don't support the story drag queen thing right here because look what it say, right? The sexually immoral, right, will burn in hell with all this magical arts and idolizers, right? And idolizers and liars, right? They gonna burn in hell. I am not with that program, bitch. I'm trying to get to a better place.
This was actually round 2 for the board, which suspended Monday's meeting over safety concerns. The massive turnout in the smaller space broke the fire code. Capacity was limited to about 600 people inside the Stoughton Middle School auditorium. Those who could not get in filled overflow spaces. Almost everyone wanted to weigh in on the issue at hand.
This is the flyer that started the controversy. It's promoting a Halloween event in Hillcrest. The flyer describes it as the queerest free Halloween party for kids and families.
Who in the fuck want to go to that? Who in the fuck want to sit there and get to that? This is the freest, queerest, right? Drag queen event you ever want to be at. Who in the fuck want to go to that? Fun for families and all. Come see dicks, men ass, fake breasts, right? Come and see men in makeup and high heels. Come and learn how to twerk. Stick $1 in a G-string of a grown man ass. It would be the freest, queerest party you ever want to go to. That's a hell of an invitation. I can't imagine a nigga come up to me, handing me a flyer, man, like, hey, man, you really want to go to this party? Like, for real? Like, who gonna be at this party? Don't worry, nigga. It's gonna be the freest, queerest party you ever want to go to. The freest, queerest party I ever want to go to? What do you mean? Hey, it's gonna be some gay shit there, my nigga, right? It's gonna be all kind of clowns and people dressed up, men looking like women and shit, right? Like that, you know, and you're gonna be seeing women that want to be men. They're gonna be buff, had their titties cut off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna see all kind of shit, right? I mean, like, why do I want to go to some shit like that? Nigga, did you hear me? They said free. The food free, the drink free, nigga, the toys are free, nigga, it's free. We ain't got to do the queer part, but we can damn sure do the free part. Like, you know what, nigga, let me go get dressed, nigga. You didn't say all of that. Why you couldn't just say the free shit, nigga? Why you had to go through all that shit? Why had to go through all the sexualities of the queers and who gonna be there? I want to hear about that shit. What they gonna have? Barbecue tacos, nigga? Nigga, you know the gay people cook their ass off. If they don't cook it, nigga, they can buy it. Nigga, let's go. Nigga, okay, nigga, this is gonna be the freest. I'm with it, nigga. I'm finna make me a t-shirt. Queer Fest free, nigga. Look, where's the free shit? I'm not here for the gay shit. I'm here for the free shit. Where the free shit at? You said free in big ass bold writings. You didn't say we had to be queer. You said the shit gonna be free. Where the free shit at? Huh? Come on, man, nigga. Let's get up out of here. I'm full and I'm drunk. Let's get up out of here for the gay shit really get to cracking. And find some more free queer shit. Y'all gonna be back next year?
Banning LGBT books isn't going to stop anyone from being gay. It
it will just make them miserable and alienate them. And the consequences might be fatal.
It includes games, trick-or-treating, and a family-friendly drag show.
Trick-or-treating? What the hell are they going to be trick-or-treating? Dicks? Go find the dildos. Go find the fake coochies, right? For people who, look at this, right? For people who will be lovers of themselves, lover of money, boasters, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, inhuman, implacable, slanders, prolificates, right? Brutes, haters of God, of good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers, this is hard to read, of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding to the coward form of godliness and denying the power, right? These are the words of God, right? These are the people are becoming, right?
Dearborn Schools is reviewing 6 library books, including This Book is Gay and All Boys Are Not Blue, after a parent complained about them.
San Diego's Trans Family Support Services is hosting the event. Kathy Molig is the founder.
There is certainly performance of drag that is adult only, and there's performance of drag that's absolutely appropriate for young kids.
And what kind of drag is that? What drag is appropriate for kids, right? You can't say like, okay, well, there's some kind of stripping, right, that's appropriate for grown men, and some kind of stripping is appropriate for kids. You can't get away with no shit like that. When you say stripping, but you put drag in front of it, oh, you can get away with it. Oh, it's like you can do it as a man, but you can't do it as a woman. What? How is that even in a category? Comparing comparing drag stripping for grown-ups to drag stripping for kids. How's that even a conversation?
Kids.
Right?
Saying they were sexually explicit and inappropriate for kids.
The school district has nothing to do with the event and says all flyers state that distribution does not imply endorsement. The district removed the flyer a few weeks ago, saying, quote, it did not meet district criteria for distribution.
A normal, psychologically sound and stable mind would come to a conclusion that that specific material is nothing but sexually explicit.
It was initially included in an online platform that the district uses to send out information. Parents want to know what that criteria is and who approved the flyer in the first place.
Those who disagree say this uproar is not about books at all.
They work for us. We're the parents and we're their constituents, and we're tired of them ignoring us.
Molig believes this has more to do with politics than protecting children.
So let's stop pretending this is about protecting children from books. We all know this is about erasing our LGBTQ students and staff.
Right? Did you hear what she said? It's about erasing our LGBTQ2 students, whatever it is, and staff. You see how they put the staff in it? Right? Of course, they don't want the staff teaching that shit, but don't try to connect the two. Who wants to erase the LBG community? They want to erase the criteria of learning in sexual explicit books. It's not about the kids, it's about the lessons, it's about the education, right? Because when you put more education of transgender and homosexuality and all this other stuff that they can't get educated with or get a job with or get a college education with, right? You're taking away from the stuff that can get them educated and can get them a degree and can get them further in life. Because the add on something, you must take away from something. Huh? Why? Why deprive my kid of an education? Because this kid want to be gay. All right? I urge you, brothers, to watch out for those who create deceptions and obstacles and oppositions to the teachings that you've learned. Avoid them, for such people do not serve our Lord Christ, but their own appetites. And by fair and flattering speech, they deceive the hearts of the innocent. The innocent mean the kids. Why you think these gay people getting up here and speaking? They kids don't go to this church. I mean, they kids don't go to school. It's always an outsider group coming and talking about how the parents don't understand the transgender kid. It's not parent on parent from the school. It's parent against organization.
This is about supporting and getting visibility for people that have an agenda that's based in hate.
The pushback against the LGBTQ books has made unlikely bedfellows out of Muslims and some political conservatives.
This is not about students. If it's about students, we're going to talk about the inclusivity and a safe learning environment for all students. That's not what they're here to talk about.
GOP candidates Christina Caramo and Matt DePerno and Republican lawmaker Jim Runstad and Matt Maddock were front and center at Thursday's meeting.
My baseline is a strong civil union that provides them the protections and the legal rights that married couples have, and I think that, and I think that's the right thing to do. But I recognize that from their perspective, it is not enough, and I think this is something that we're going to continue to debate, and I personally am going to continue to wrestle with.
Further on in life. Like I say, let me get up out of here because I got to get another video ready for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not the only video I'm doing today. I got to get 2 more videos for y'all going on today. I want to thank y'all for the donation. People who donated to the cause, and MAGA will be sending their blessings to you. You know what I'm saying? But I got to send, what video I'm going to do next? What video am I going to do next on this channel for y'all later on today? You know, so I give y'all what video was I supposed to be planning to do today? Let me see. Let's get a preview of what I'm going to do later on today, right? Later on today, I think I had on, let me see. We got to manage. We want to go to manage, right? We want to go to manage, right? Oh, this is the wrong channel anyway. Wrong channel. My bad, right? We're going to this channel. Go to this channel if you want to see some skits. When I'm going to be doing skits on this channel. As soon as the other skits start going up, right, and people start watching that channel, I'm going to be putting more skits on that channel right there. So if you want to see more skits, I suggest you go to that channel, and I can do skits and lives, right? You get more, you know what I'm saying? But all you got to do is go and view, right? I do more lives. Okay, what we going to do next? What video did I have next, right? Should I change it? Oh, we got Hunter Biden and Donald Trump. Let's see, Hunter Biden or Donald Trump, right? Or, let me see, I guess I got to do Hunter Biden Twitter dump. Or I can do Jeffrey Epstein, right? You know what I'm saying? I can put in a Jeffrey Epstein. What is the schedule for? This is scheduled for, right, Hunter Biden leaks, right? This is scheduled for, this is scheduled for 8 o'clock. Well, I can put in another video before 8 o'clock. Let me see what I can put in. I put in a Jeffrey Epstein video for y'all. Come on, Jeffrey Epstein. Y'all want to see Jeffrey Epstein? Should I do a Jeffrey Epstein? Do anybody want to see a Jeffrey Epstein? All right. Should I do a Jeffrey Epstein? All right. I'll do the Jeffrey Epstein. Since I'm doing Donald Trump tomorrow, right? I told you I was going to do 3 videos today, so I'll try to throw in a Jeffrey Epstein for y'all. Jeffrey! We ain't heard from Jeffrey. Let me go on to Jeffrey. Thank y'all for the donation. Like I said, y'all donate to the channel. I'm going to keep these videos coming. I'm going to do 2 or 3 a day. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be an hour, but they're going to be full of entertainment. They're going to be full of all of those shit, education and shit. And they're going to keep on coming because there's so much shit to talk about. And I can do so many videos like this. You know what I'm saying? That's an hour long. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can do 3 or 4 a day. Get the information and give it to you. I can do all kind of shit. And if you're on my Patreon, hey, that was funny shit you sent me, Sergeant Mo, the other day. But if you're on my Patreon, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and send me videos that I can make. You know what I'm saying? I keep on telling you, if you're on the Patreon, send me videos that I can make, and I will make them for you. And I will put them on here. Ain't nobody send me no videos on Patreon. I ain't got no message. Send me them videos. I'm out this bitch. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. The donation link will be at the bottom. See you later on at about 5 o'clock, I think, after the Raider gang go off.